I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is an update for this week. It is May 3rd. So here's a weekly review of what we've done. Some of these we've done previously, but sort of a quick review of where we're going with the tarot deck so far. So I really need your opinion. We're going to Kickstarter at the end of May or early June, and I want 20 cards. So right now, obviously, I have 11. Was this 8? Yeah, I have 11. I got 2 more coming up, so that's 13. So I need 8 more, 7 or 8 more cards, and then we'll go and move forward with that. So let's look at what we got so far. The first one is the Wheel of Fortune. Pretty happy with the Wheel of Fortune. I like the details on it. I'm pretty happy. I like the cloud effect. Some of that is digital. I like the purplish tint, purplish feel that we have. And I had to calm down. The this particular thing. It was bright red, but I cooled it down a little bit. Let me know if you prefer it to be not cooled down. Kind of curious about what you think about that. The next card is the Sun. Everybody is pretty happy with the Sun. I think that is a good card. It's a flag-shaped card, a flagship card. The wall needs a bit more texture. The wall needs a bit more detail. I think it looks too, not very detailed. I don't want it to be detailed, but I want to bring it out, so I'm put a little contrast in it. A little more contrast on the wall, and I think I'm going to be happy with this. I want the flowers to jump out a little more as well. So there's the Sun. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Again, this is the Watercolor Tarot. If you have any ideas for a name, I would appreciate it because I have no clue what to do with the name. So let's look at the Fool. Our main card. I brought the dog out with some hairs. So I put some extra hairs on the dog. I darkened the cliff and I put some texture effects on the cliff so it looks better. The mountain range looks good. The sky looks really good. It looks less contrasty or less jumpy than the Knight of Pentacles, but I think it looks pretty good overall. The Sun needs some work. I'm not really sure if I want to touch it or not. It's not great, but whatever. But I think overall I'm pretty happy with the Fool. I like the face. I like the outfit. Overall, I think it has a lot of things going for it. The Knight of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards. This looks really wild. I may want to back off that a little bit, but I don't know, man. The Knight of Pentacles really leaps out. That really just leaps out and just slaps me in the face. I like it a lot. I like the watercolor effects on it. I'm pretty pleased with that. So let's look at the Magician. I brought out the red in the table, the warmth of the table. I brought out the yellow in here. And I'm not sure what that is a mistake with watercolor. But okay, whatever. So that's a mistake, but we'll ignore that and hope nobody notices that. The good thing about loose watercolor style is you can make mistakes. Nobody will notice, hopefully. Overall, like the Magician, bringing out the red in the robe really sort of did it for me. That really made it much better experience for me. And then dimming the greens a little bit so they didn't quite pop out as much. I like that. The Empress, one of my favorite cards. I think the dress looks beautiful. The dress looks beautiful. I put some texture effects in the wheat so it jumps out a bit. And then I went in and dimmed the trees in the background, and I put some waterfall texture in the waterfall, so that looks like a waterfall now. I think it looks realistic. So overall, so pleased with the Empress. I think that card really stands out as another one of the flagship cards that I want to sort of get into. So the Knight of Pentacles, a lot of people, wanted the snail. The snail's there, but he's watercolored. The snail is there, but he's watercolored. You'll get over it. I like the dress. I love the texture effects. And I think everything's going well with those textures. And I think it's looking really good as far as that's concerned. So here we go with the grapes. I put some grape textures in there. And I think that really pops it out, man. I think it pops it. It pops it well. The pentacles, I put some pentacle effects as well. Some gold. effects into the pentacles, and I think it makes those pop as well. So I'm pretty pleased with the 9 of Pentacles. Let's look up here. The Devil. I'm not pleased at all, man. Not pleased at all. I think it's acceptable, and I think it's weird looking. I think that's okay. Man, it's a problem card for me. It's a problem card for me. But I think it's at a level to where I'm willing to go into the production. I'm willing to go into the production of it, basically. So I think that looks pretty good. All right, so let's look at the Tower. I think everybody loves the Tower. The Lightning, I think, looks great. I put a lot of effort into that Lightning. So the Lightning looks good. The Crown, I put in the same gold effects that you see in the Knight. You know, the Pentacle gold? I put the gold effects into that crown, and that makes it just pop. That makes it pop. Got some nice textures going on in the Tower and the base. Got some nice cloud textures going on as well. Has some fire textures. Overall, man, I love it. I love it. I love how the sky just lights up when the lightning is sort of hitting in a different color almost. Very, very cool card. I'm pleased with that. Now, speaking of being pleased, my 2 favorite cards coming up here. The Ace. I think I need to back off this. It's just, I put feather effects in the bird. And again, we put the gold plating into the cup. I left the base of the cup into a loose watercolor style because I just wanted it to blend into the hand. I thought that was a nice effect. Obviously, the leaves on the bottom, whatever those called, those look weird, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I've reached my happy place with the leaves, and I think they look okay. Look weird, but I think it gives this weird feel to the whole card. But again, the background, the sky, I need to back off that about 10%. Just back off that sky about 10%. I think it looks, yeah, it's a bit noisy. It's a bit much, but overall, man, I'm so pleased with this card. Love this card. I love this card. Okay, so the final card that we have coming up, again, I have 2 extras. That'll be in next week's video. I wanted to make a weekly summary. The last time I did a tarot deck, or an oracle deck, with the Echoes of Nature Oracle. By the way, only 10 of these left. Order on Etsy. The last problem that I had with that is I was doing daily updates, and I think people just got burned out, man. I mean, I think people got burned out. So the weekly summary, I think, is going to be my key here. I think it's going to be key. But anyway, but the gold effects on the cups, I added that. We have nice grass effects. I have this loose grass in the background. And the background is just beautiful. Background is just beautiful. One of my favorite cards right here. I love everything about this. And very, very content. And I'm very pleased with this card. So overall, give me an impression of the deck. Do you like the deck? Would you purchase this deck? It's going on Kickstarter. Going on Kickstarter at the end of the month. So I assume that you're going to be pleased and happy with it. I hope so. Because, you know, I'm hoping it'll sell more copies than the last one, and I'm hoping this. I think the overall feel, at the end of the day, the overall feel is: would I buy this deck? Would I use this deck on a daily basis? And I would absolutely back this on Kickstarter. I would be pretty excited about this on Kickstarter. I think it grabs the original Rider-Waite, and it just adds a lot of texture, a lot of meat to it, and I'm pretty pleased with this overall so far. 78 cards is a lot of cards, man. We're talking, this is not getting delivered until November or December, so it's a lot of work. So again, I don't want to continue with the work unless you're pleased with it. Let me know, and let me know how you think this will do. Again, 7, 8 more cards. We're going to Kickstarter, and then I'll let Kickstarter decide if I should continue on or not. So thank you for watching, and this is a weekly update of the Tarot watercolor cards.